Hey, got a few minutes before dinner, and I've been pondering on something for a moment, and I wanted to share it with a couple of y'all. You don't need to respond or leave a comment. This is more so rhetorical than it is a question. And my thought is this: why is it when we are confronted with a truth, do we dismiss it or contemplate it being valid when our discernment tells us what it is? And I often wonder why people do that to themselves, why they struggle with accepting with the writing on the wall. Accepting the writing on the wall. And I believe it's because if you have been taught something and exposed to something for so long, and then all of a sudden hit with what's really real, at that moment you have to make a choice. Do you accept it for what it is? Do you accept that and come to grips with it having been a lie for so long? Which takes some work, it takes some doing. Or do you continue to live that lie? And I have found, in most cases, people will continue to embrace that lie. Because accepting the truth means that one will have to do away with all that they have embraced up to that point. It is extremely difficult to come to grips with a lie that you have embraced for a truth. It's a rude awakening to most. It is an extreme letdown. You feel violated. And whoa! Big ass insect with wings. Yeah, you feel violated. You feel let down. And it is easier to continue to live that lie than it is to put in the work that's needed to bounce back from a propaganda that has been projected to the masses over a period of time. You want to talk about infliction? Want to talk about a slavery state of mind. I see it every day. I see it every day on social media. I watch it on the news. I watch it in society. And it's disappointing. It's unfortunate, and it's scary. Let me tell you why it's scary. Because you can see something for what it is, right? I can. And I can come to grips with that. Because that's who I am. And I can further find a solution that is applicable to that scenario so that I can continue to go on. But some people, that's too much work. Having to come to grips, right? Having to internalize a false. And not having to internalize a false. For some people, it's too much to deal with. It's too much to embrace. And that's where we're at today. I don't want to be particular or be precise about any one thing, because it's a whole lot of issues that we face every day that are touchy subjects. And I'm not one to straddle a fence on anything. That's not what that's not how I'm wired. I'm not. Because a lot of times straddling the fence means that you're okay to some degree with a false. It means that you will indulge and accept. You'll entertain. Just, if nothing more than for the purpose of not having to come to grips with some shit. I haven't always been that way. It took some work for me to get to the point where I won't straddle the fence. It took some work for me to get to the point where, hey man, listen, it's time to buckle down, strap down, deal with this shit and not move until it's done. Right? It took some doing. It took some work. Because, truth be told, it's much easier, in some cases, depending on the circumstances, to live a lie. Because living that lie means you don't have to be responsible for the truth. It means you don't have to be responsible for the work that is put in to correcting that lie. It means that you have to be responsible for being an individual and sometimes walking alone. You follow me? Some people are perfectly okay with monkey see, monkey do. They are. Some people are perfectly okay with sitting back and waiting for someone else to make the first step. And those very same people sit back and talk about why isn't anything being done. You see, my conscience won't let me go on until I have addressed a wrong or truthed a lie. That's how I roll. Now, I'm not going to speak for anyone else, but I'll just say this. It gets kind of lonely sometimes. You follow me? It gets real fucking lonely sometimes. But unfortunately, that's the world we live in. It is what it is. So again, no need to respond. This is my shit. Something I've been pondering. These mosquitoes are fucking me up. Oh gosh. Whew. You ever had one of those kind of itches and you get to it and you just feel anyway, thank you for letting me share. I love you and I appreciate you. Peace.